Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to this webinar from Horizon Solutions. And today I'm going to show you how a set of Excel files can convert into an end-to-end planning solutions. So I have implemented more than 100 projects in the demand planning and supply planning space till now. And our observation was that every project took at least 6 months, maybe a year or more than that for multiple rollouts. But then what we thought at Horizon was that with the latest evolution in the tech industry, this is not the timeline it should take. So we tried to build something which can be implemented as quickly as possible and our customers could get value as soon as possible. My name is Chinmay Nirvane, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of Horizon Solutions. And in the past, I've worked with companies like O9 Solutions, E2 Open, Terra Technology, Philips, etc. Let's start. Let me share my screen. All right. So this is a fresh system that we are starting with, and I'll start by uploading some of the files. Now, I'm not going to explain what files these are in the beginning because we'll wait for the setup time. And while the system is running, I'll explain what are the files we are uploading. So first we go to the integration workspace and click on master data. Here I have defined templates and the files ready for this session. So the first is the item master. Let me upload the item master. Then we go to the location master, upload location, then customer master. We'll skip holiday for now. We'll go inventory, then item location master. Let's upload bill of materials, supplier, supplier item location, and the resource master, the item location task. Okay. So all these files are uploaded successfully. Now let's go to engine processes. So there are multiple processes that we can run individually, but then we can also do a full setup. Since we uploaded everything together, we could just run the full setup and all these processes will run. Let me explain each of these processes very quickly. So the engine ingestion basically gets the data we uploaded into the engine. Then there is a demand scan process, which runs segmentation, does pattern recognition, etc. There is a pre-processing step where the master data gets transformed into usable data. And transformation is our intermediate step where we make the data ready in terms of the AI/ML models which are going to run. Then we generate the forecast. Once the forecast is generated, we do supply planning, then purchase orders, and then distribution. Let's run the full setup. So while the setup is running, let's look at the files we used. So item master file. So let me create a list of this. Right. So the first is the item master. So in the item master, we upload what is it that you sell. Right. So this is the product that you're selling. Then the location master is your ship from location or warehouse or distribution center where you keep your products or where you distribute it from. Then comes the customer master. In the customer master, we keep all our customer information starting from the ship to location, sold to location of the customer, different channels, sales areas, sales groups, sales organizations, etc. Then comes the bill of material. So bill of material is basically um, what products do you need, what raw materials do you need to create your product, right? That's the bill of material. And then we have item location master. This is basically, so let me open this one very quickly and show. So in this file, you have items, locations, your minimum order quantity, maximum order quantity, the cost of production, or holding cost, what is the price, what is the lost sales cost, right? Lot size, batch size, then user defined capacities, total capacities of that plant. There are other things like lead time. Then there are some scheduling columns as well, which are what are your lines, then what are the number of shifts, what are the work shift hours, how many hours do you work in a shift. So these are some configurations that we use for our production optimization. Then we have the inventory file. So in the inventory file, we have the beginning on hand inventory. Since we are starting a plan, since we are going to start a planning, production planning and capacity and requirements planning, we need to understand what is the inventory that we are starting with. Okay. Then we have the supplier master, where you have a list of suppliers. Then you have supplier item location, where you can define the constraints of your supplier. Right? So this product, if you source from this country, from this supplier, what would the lead time, lot sizes, unit of measure, what is the minimum that you have to order, what is the maximum, what is the cost of ordering. So all these things are available here. Then comes the resource master. So resource master tells you what are the resources that are available at a production location. And then your item location task master tells you which tasks should be. Uh, so to make a product, what are the tasks that you need to run, right? So production of this or assembly of this, packaging, this is the file that tells you all that. Right. So I think we have covered all these files. Let's see if the model is complete. Let me check. Okay, so still running. Let me refresh very quickly and just log out and log in again. Okay, so it's up. So we can see that based on the data we uploaded, we have the product master here in the filters. We have the location, we have the customer master available, and a demand planning setup has been done. You can see that there are all the dimensions available here. There are measures which are available as well. You can also look at the classic view where you can see what has been your sales, what is your forecast year over year, what has been your sales, right? So this gives a good view of what we can do. Then there are other tabs which are populated like portfolios, and then there is a performance page, version compare, post page. These are all operational. When people use it, then most of these get populated. Then if you go to supply planning, so within supply planning, we have a way of working which is alert based, where you could actually see. So based on the data we provided, there could be some unfulfilled demand which the system identified. We can go here and understand what is the unfulfilled demand. So for September, we have an unfulfilled demand of 36 units. You can go view details. And then the system also proposes what are the solutions to these problems. So look at these solutions. There are two possible solutions, two possible problems actually. So there are production limits. So the capacity is one of the constraints, and raw material availability. So if you look at raw material availability, then it actually tells us that, okay, these are the two raw materials which we need to get. So out of this is the one that we have to get. So to make 108, we need both of these, and this one is short. Then there are other options, right? How do you solve this problem? So you can look at alternate suppliers, revisit supplier constraints, etc. And you also have production capacity, production limits. So it will actually tell you can build ahead, you can build late, and then manage customers' service levels by distribution plan. You can also do alternate stock transfer, production capacity revision. Maybe you can see how much, if I can edit it already, that could solve my problem. You can also go to legacy view where you can see the whole plan. So if we look at this one, we have what is it that you're producing, beginning on hand, ending on hand, fulfilled, unfulfilled. Ensure you can actually see the whole plan running where you have the unfulfilled demand. So we are only producing 50, we had 65, and then fulfilled demand was 115. So that's the 36 that we were talking about. Now within this, we also have inventories information uh, available, right? What is the total stock available, and then demand versus inventory, turnover ratio, etc. All this is populated. We haven't calculated the reorder points yet, so that's empty. If you look at the requirements plan, then we can see the requirements plan available for some of the products wherever we need them. Within this, all our configurations are also loaded. The ones that we uploaded, so item location, inventory, bill of material, resource masters. So all of these components are loaded. Now, based on the requirements plan, we also have the purchase orders created. So if we go to purchase orders, okay, it's not created yet. It might still take some time. But overall, this is how fast we can set up the system and get started with demand planning and end-to-end planning as well. Okay, it was a quick one. Any questions?